Hello everybody. Angie here, coming on with day 13 of hashtag Ephemera, where we have a daily series, 25 days series of ephemera makes, hosted here on YouTube by 49 Dragonflies and Louise Heinzel, Junk Journal Art, here on YouTube. I'm on day 13, and the prompts are acetate and banner. I'm only able to show you my project today. I was recording just prior to this, and sorry to say my memory got full and the camera cut off. So rather than posting what was videoed and then, not have it finished, I just went ahead and finished my project, and I just thought I'd just walk you through what I made today. Okay, so how's everybody doing? Good? Hope everybody's well. My day's getting off started very well. Acetate and banner. Here's what I created. Here's my banners. I did a triple banner tier kind of thing here. And then for the acetate, I made kind of like a little window and did acetate windows and put the butterflies in. And I used the images that Barbara and Louise provided for us here. I thought about keeping that and using the butterfly word, but I changed my mind, and I just kind of did it like a specimens theme. I used some of the little Tim Holtz bits. I brought in a piece of old vintage trim that was gifted to me by one of my subbies, dear friend here, Linda. Thank you so much. Got a chance to use a piece of that. And what I created was like an over the page kind of thing. Oh, I didn't grab a journal. Let's see. Let me just grab a piece of paper here. And what it is it would just go over your page like so. And then you would tack it down so you've got a piece of prettiness there. And you could actually like tack it down in just the corners and use it as a little bit of tuck spot. I don't know how well that would work because I did a little stitching, crochet stitch on the bottom of here. I wanted to bring more texture to this piece along with the trim. I thought the texture of the thread would look really nice on here, but I don't know how well pieces would go in and out. I don't think that they would get caught, but you may want to be careful. Let me grab something here. Like if you were to, just glue it down here and here, you could use it as a tuck spot, but you'd want to be careful. You wouldn't want to interfere with your beautiful windowed elements. And I would suggest do something like this. Put it down on a background where you've got a nice image right up in here, and then it would see through behind the butterflies. But I thought I really liked how it turned out. Okay, and then when you tack it down on this side and you get to the other side of the page that it's hanging on, I've created a little scrap folio notepad. And I made it so you can, so this would go down, and I created it so you could pull it out and replace it if you chose, okay? And I brought in a little bit of the paper from the other side, and then I just used scrap pieces of coffee dyed paper, brought in a little bit of corrugated paper on this side for added texture, had a littlest teeny piece of scrap that I cut off of the edge on the other side, so I tucked that under a little flower, two-dimensional flower that I make there, and that's it. And I just staggered the pages. Some of them I cut zigzag, some of them I left straight, some of them I kind of hand tore and left like that. And this piece was left over from this piece here, like a manila cardstock piece there. So I just used scraps on that side. But I am very pleased with the outcome. I like how it came out. And I just have to find a journal to put it in. But my thought is I will be tacking this down, and then I'll just maybe put like a little side tuck or a pocket here on this page, or whichever side you decide to put it on. Probably on the right side because this is the higher side. So I'd probably put a pocket right here, a little small pocket, and tuck something in and get a nice little theme page going for that, like maybe a botanical journal or something like that. But yeah, I thought that came out really, really well. Then when you flip it over, you've got additional journaling spot with a little notepad there. So that's my make, real quick and easy. It did take some time. And I think that's why it cut off on me, because normally I try to keep my videos at 45 minutes. And I was so involved in what I was doing, trying to do the stitching, and I was trying to talk and keep things going for you guys. And I wasn't keeping track of the time, and it just cut off on me. So my memory got full, but I took care of that, so I shouldn't have a problem with that for a while. And yeah, so that's my make, just the over the page flip with a little notepad on the opposite side. So what do you think? And I didn't worry about this because that's not going to show, because once, you know, like I said, once you put it down on your page, that's going to cover up. See, so you do want to be mindful of what page you put it on, because you're going to be able to see behind there. So you want something that's going to complement your butterflies, you know. And then when you get to the other side, you've got that nice little notepad. So that is my make for today, guys. Acetate and banner. And we're on to pattern and matchbook. While I have you guys here, since this is such a short video, and again, I apologize for not letting you guys see the process on that, but all I did was I just cut my banners out. Excuse me, let me take a little sip, my throat is dry. All I did was cut out 3 banners. I cut out 3 windows, and I specifically made them different sizes, but I just made sure I measured them to fit, so the butterflies would fit inside the window. And then I used acetate from a sticker packaging, and I cut those down, sandwiched the butterflies in the acetate, and glued it to the back. It's not the prettiest on the back side, but that's not going to show. You can see all the rough edges of the stitching. And here, let me show you here since I flipped it over, I poked my holes really, really close to the edge, and I wasn't thinking. So there was a couple spots that kind of tore through on me, so I had to reinforce that, and I just grabbed some scrap washi where the holes kind of tore through, so I had to reinforce the edges on a couple sides and then redo my stitches. But that's not going to show. But see, I thought that came out really nice, and then I just put the plastic down and sealed up the butterflies inside. And then on this side, I just put down a little belly band with the scrap piece of paper that was left over. I layered some pages. You know, we've all done those types of little notepads before. And I just gave it a little decorative little belly band. I wanted to bring in a little texture on this side as well, so I used a little scrap piece of corrugated paper. And like I said, that little tiniest piece of lace that was cut off of the edge there. And that's really all I did. It wasn't difficult at all, but it was a lot of intricate pieces, you know, the cutting of the windows, the sewing, making sure everything laid down well. But yeah, that is it. So I hope you like what you see today. Thank you so very much. And while, like I said, while I have you, I would like to take a couple seconds. And I've been meaning to show you this for some time, but I've just been really busy trying to keep caught up on all these videos and these makes and these daily series and stuff that we have going on. I really haven't had time. And I thought about just doing a video all on its own, but it's such a quick little piece, I thought I'd just tie it into the end of another video. So with that being said, you know how us scrappers, or at least me, hate to throw anything away. Everything we open, we look at it and we look at it and see how we can incorporate it into our journal making and into our ephemera making, things like that. Well, this is kind of along those lines. I recently my hubby got me a new chair for my craft room, because my chair is getting kind of uncomfortable, and from sitting in here, you know, my back's starting to get sore and my behind and this and that. Well, he bought me a chair for Christmas, and it came yesterday. So we unwrapped it and took it out of the packaging and got it all in my craft room and everything. Well, I found this piece was taped around the chair, kind of like, I don't know what it is, but it's kind of like a paper tape. And he was just ripping that off. I said, hey, hold, slow down. You know, because he was just going to rip it off. I was like, no, I could use that. And I thought this would be great for our spines. it's really, look at that, I'm pulling, it's really, really strong. I was like, that would be great. It's kind of like that, I don't know what you call it, that tack tape or something that you guys use from mailers and such. It's got those fibers, but that would make a great spine. So I've got a good piece of that. So I will definitely be keeping that and using that in journals and such. And then one more, we had to upgrade our cable equipment. Every so often, you know, it comes up on your DVR, it says, you know, upgrade, you know, your system is out of whatever, and we had to get a new unit. So they mailed us our unit and we had to get that installed. Well, here's the pieces. This, one of the pieces came, and again, I said, no, 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 don't throw that away. Look at this, guys. It's sturdy. It's, I don't know what that is, but it's paper, of course, but it's kind of like a styrofoam, but a real sturdy styrofoam. And I'm gonna upcycle this into something. I'll decorate it, and it can hold some little goodies on my desk or something. You know, it's got a little separate compartment. We can, you know, I mean, we could do some put our fussy cutting in there, anything, whatever you want to do. But very sturdy little piece. I thought for sure I could utilize that and make that into something pretty. And then the modem itself came in this. As you can see, I didn't take the label off the bottom or anything, but I decoupaged it with book page, put some gold trim, gold bling all the way around the edges and the top piece just to strengthen it. But it's like a drum, guys. It's a little over 10 inches in height and 6 by 6 square. And look at that, I've made myself a cute little wastebasket, and I'll plan on keeping that right off to my side, so when, you know, we have to brush things off of our desk, boom, I've got a cute, cute little wastebasket. I thought that came out really nice. And I just decoupaged it with book page, and then I had some vintage fussy cut flowers, and I just incorporated a couple of those on each of these edge sides. And I might bring more into it, but this is all I have done so far. And I thought it came out lovely. And then I went over it with Mod Podge just to seal it. So that's it, guys. You know, and then I'll put a little liner in there to catch all the trimmings. But that was so fun. So I don't know. I thought I'd just share that with you guys. You know, so just think twice before you throw your pieces away. You just never, you never know. I don't know. I guess I'm just really, really bad about that. I don't get a chance to shop like some people do for things, so I try to look at as much as I can in different ways to see how I can utilize and upcycle pieces. So here's a few ideas. You know, packaging, you know, things that they wrap things in. We all use our acetate packages from our sticker books, things like that. So just another reminder, don't throw anything away until you're absolutely sure you can't use it in your journal making. Okay, guys? And then last but not least, I would like to take a quick second and say a couple thank yous to a couple people that bought me a coffee. One was Anonymous and one was Denise. So thank you, both of you, for that. I truly appreciate that, and I appreciate the compliments and the kind words that you leave for me. So that is all I have for today. I will see you tomorrow for pattern and matchbook. Okay, thank you so much for spending time with me, guys. I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button. If you'd like, feel free to visit my Buy Me a Coffee channel page, and I will see you soon. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.